All right, so we've got flat back tabletop. So we're just gonna bring up the left foot up onto the ball of the foot. And then we'll switch right, switch left, and right, and left, and right, and left, and right. Maybe the ankles might start popping and cracking now. So whatever additional movement you want to bring into this that feels good for you, or just kind of working out the legs and the feet here, cracking and popping. And then as we do, we'll slowly start to round out that spine again. So we're bringing the belly button up toward the ceiling, pushing through the spine. We'll start to let the head drop. Good, and then we'll go the other way, and we can stop with the feet, spread them out a little bit more, and we'll inhale the head and tailbone up toward the ceiling with a deep inhale. And then as we exhale, we'll walk backward to our first down dog. Spine is long, stretching out long. Pulling the tailbone back toward the other side of the room. So spine is super long. Breathing deep. Good, and then we slowly walk forward. The vertebrae comes up one vertebrae at a time. The head should be the last thing to come up. The arms come up as well once we get there. Big inhale. Engage the core and tilt back just a little bit. And then exhale, fold back forward. This time, let the waist drop from the waist and come way forward. If your head comes to the chair, cool. If it doesn't, that's okay. But just forward, complete forward fold here, Uttanasana. Good. Let everything release. Good, and then we'll come back forward into that tabletop position, back up a little bit. And we'll bring the left foot forward and the right foot will go back. So we're coming into a lunge. Lunge on the left. So keep your hips aligned forward and we'll just start to kind of play with this a little bit. Just kind of sink into that leg. Keep the spine long, opening up that hip. Good, and then we'll bring that back foot about 43 degrees-ish. And keeping the spine straight and long, we'll start to open up the hips out to the side. The hands will swoop forward and we're looking out long over that left fingertip. This is warrior two. Sinking into that lunge. Tailbone is tucked under, spine is straight, shoulders are relaxed down the back. Good, then we'll straighten out that front leg. Nice and easy. And we'll ease toward the front of the chair, staying sideways here. And then we'll start to bring that left hand down to the chair. The right hand's going to go up and over, palm face forward. This is Utthita Trikonasana on the left hand side. So we're sideways, not forward. Keep the core engaged here so you're protecting the back. We'll come back through the center line. Keep that front leg straight. And then we'll let the back hand slide down the back thigh. The front hand goes palm face up. Back up and over. This is peaceful warrior. Virabhadrasana 2. Good, and then we'll come back to that position and then we're gonna turn. We're gonna bring the hands up toward the ears. This is Crescent. So we might, if you've got weak knees, you might wanna come back to the chair. It's totally up to you. Good, then we'll bring the hands back down. And if you can, carefully, we'll bring that front foot to meet the back foot. So we're leaning on the chair here. Can everybody do that? So be mindful of the wrist here. Try to keep your weight balanced on your whole hand, not just your wrist. And then we'll kind of start to come forward into up dog. Being mindful of the spine. Good, and then we'll come back to down dog. So all the way back to that long spine. Breath is long. Good, we'll slowly walk back forward, one vertebrae at a time, coming up to standing. Head is the last thing. Arms come up too once you get there. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold, back down to the chair. Good. Come back up to tabletop. And then we'll bring the, let's see, right foot back behind, or wait, which way did we go before? Nope. Right foot in front. Which way did we go before? I'm all confused. Left foot back. Left foot back, right foot in front. Yes. Okay, so make sure, sorry. One day I'll get my left and my right straight. So make sure you're facing forward, your hips are aligned forward, not sideways yet. So we're just kind of sinking into that lunge, finding that open space in the hips, the butt and the glutes are engaged. Good, so we'll turn that back foot about 43 degrees-ish. And then we'll slowly start to open up, and I'm gonna turn my chair here. Whoop. We'll slowly start to open up out to the side, opening up the hips, the hands come around, and we're looking strong out over that right fingertip. Good. So then we'll straighten out that front leg, and we'll slowly ease toward the chair. The right hand's gonna come down to the chair, left arm's gonna go up and over. Trikonasana. Feeling that nice pull in the left side body. Keep that front leg straight, keep the core engaged, come back to where we were, let the back hand slide down the back of the thigh, the right arm goes palm face up and over the ceiling. Reverse warrior. Good. Bring it back to where we were, then we're going to turn back toward the chair. Arms are going to go up at the sides of the ears. Maybe we might lean on the chair if we need to a little bit here. Crescent lunge. Good, then the hands come down to the chair. Front foot meets the back foot. Weight is balanced across the whole hand, not just the wrist. We'll kind of come up to the tippy toes if you can, and then come forward into that up dog. Urdhva, Shavasana. And then back to down dog. Long spine. Oh, big long breath. Release here. This should be a pose of release. Good, and then slowly we'll walk forward, one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last, arms come up, big inhale. Find that drishti point, something on the ground you can focus your gaze on. One more deep inhale here, and as you do, come up to the tippy toes. See how long you can hold yourself up here on your tippy toes. And exhale, come down on the feet and round out the back. And we'll come all the way to seated. Let's just come down onto the ground. Whatever way is easiest for you to get down to the ground. Take a drink of water. And I think I've probably said 100 times before, and I don't always listen to this either. Water is so important after we leave here, especially because we're doing a lot of stuff that opens up the spine and the hips and all that. So essentially, like they say that we hold all sorts of toxins, crap that we eat, crap that we think. We hold emotional trauma, all kinds of stuff in different parts of our body. And in fact, you can choose to believe this or not, but I've had it happen to me, that if like you get like a blow to a certain part of the body, or it's like some kind of like, you know, stab or punch or something, that it can like set free sort of locked up emotions and traumas that have happened before. So somebody might let's say punch you in the leg, and you might have more of an emotional reaction to it than you feel like you should, and that could be because you're releasing something that was like locked in there, as weird as that sounds. So that said, when we're opening up all this stuff, we're not only releasing toxicity out of the body of like things that we've eaten and stuff, but we could be releasing emotional stuff too. So drink lots of water, filter it all out of you. Water is life. Cleanse it all out. So after you leave here, please try to drink at least a big thing of water, if I've never said that before. Okay, so smile. Inhale, arms up. So again, here we just find whatever comfortable way we want to sit. It could be here, it could be here, it could be here. I just want everybody to be comfortable. Ideally, we're cross-legged, but exhale, arms down to the sides. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bringing the hands forward. We'll fold from the hips here, keeping the back really long and straight. We'll start to unhinge forward comfortably. Spine is long. It's not about dumping as it is about staying long. Good. So from here, we'll come up just a little bit, use the hands to push you through, and then we're just gonna kind of walk the hands sort of over to the side, and then around to the back. We're gonna lean back, and then over to the left-hand side. So we're keeping the sit bones connected here. We're just making a little circle. So then if we feel like it from here, we can stop using the hands in whatever way we want, and we're just gonna start making big circles with the whole body. So if it's easier, you can also keep your hands on your knees, whatever works here to keep you supported. The idea being that when you come forward, you're kind of arching through, and then when you go backward, you're rounding out, turning the body into a C. So we arch forward and we inhale, and then backward we round out, exhale. So make it one big fluid motion. And we're closing the eyes here, finding our own version of this. And we'll switch direction. Good, feeling that long spine. Good, and we'll stop and we'll come back to neutral spine. Take a big breath. Oh, and exhale, let's send both legs out. Kneecaps up to the ceiling. Find your open space. Could be again, could be here, wherever you are. Just to your edge, not beyond. Inhale, arms straight up, long spine, not arching, not dumping, straight spine. Shoulders are soft down the back, and then as we exhale, we'll come forward. Only go to your edge, not too far. Be real careful here. Big hip opener. Use the exhale to deepen. If it starts to hurt too much, back up. Maybe try again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Close the eyes. Let the head drop. Good, come back through the center line. We'll bring the left leg into the groin, the right leg stays out. We'll shift the upper body over toward that right leg, keeping the sit bones right where they're at, connected. Arms go straight up in the air, nice tall, long spine. Exhale, fold down over that right leg. Like you're trying to give your kneecap a kiss, but more so you're just reaching long for the other side of the room. Good, and we'll come back up to the center, keep the core engaged. We'll switch legs. Inhale, arms straight up. Turning the body over toward that leg. Exhale, fold over it. Good, coming back through the center line. We'll bring the legs straight out in front of us. So we'll come up onto the fists here, so we're really lengthening out the spine, nice and straight. Good, everything's aligned, sit bones are connected. We'll inhale the arms up, and we'll exhale again, hinging from from the, I don't want to say waist because the waist is up here, right? So it's like here, hips. Spine is long, as if the upper half is a board, folding over the lower half. Head is down. Let's move the head back and forth a little bit, working out the neck. Good, and we'll come right straight back through, and we're gonna come onto the back with the feet down, knees up. Good, so we'll kick the right leg up in the air first. And then we're just gonna open it up out to the side, keep the core and everything engaged. And then we'll bring it back to the center, we'll switch legs, left leg goes up. Straighten out the knee, and then let it drop over to the left. Using the power of the inner thigh here, bring it back to the center, and we'll extend both legs up. Extend them really straight, flex the feet as hard as you can. Point the toes as hard as you can. Flexing, pointing. And we'll go ahead and open the feet up. And if you can grab a hold of the feet, grab them. If you can't, grab the calves. Opening up to happy baby. Or Baddha Konasana with bound angle. You can grab the feet, whatever works here. We'll rock back and forth a little bit, using the floor to massage out the spine. This one feels silly, but there's no men here, so. And then if you can, you'll straighten out the legs. If you're there, rocking back and forth. Good, and we'll bring the feet back together. Bring your knees in rather. Give yourself a hug, rolling up into a little ball. Let's bring the feet down to the ground, and we're gonna come up onto the elbows. Good, everybody there. So the hands will be like, kind of almost under the butt. So extend the legs out straight from here. And then we're just gonna let the back arch, we'll let the head drop back, and you can kind of move your elbows and arms into whatever position you need to if you want to slide your hands more under your butt as you do this. So you can really find a nice arch here. Let the head drop back. Feel the oxygen moving up into the upper ribs. Everything's open here, heart is open. Good, and then we'll slowly engage, keep the core engaged, come back to neutral spine, and we'll slowly sit up, use the power of your core, and we'll just fold straight forward. This time you can round out the back a little bit, let the head drop. Good, and then slowly we'll come back. The left knee is gonna come in, foot is gonna be flat on the floor, and we're gonna grab a hold of this right leg however we can and bring it back with us. Nice and easy and slow. Good, now we'll straighten out that left leg on the ground. And we're gonna just kind of push that right leg over toward the left-hand side. Let it drop. Legs are split, good. And then the upper half of the body's gonna twist over toward the right. Arms splay open, you're looking out over your right shoulder. Good, keep your core engaged. Bring that that right leg back in. And then we'll extend the left leg up toward the ceiling, the right leg goes down to the ground straight. Good, so we can hang on to that leg if we want to, kind of pull it in toward you a little bit. And then we'll just let it fall over to the right-hand side of the room, all the way over. Watch out for water. Upper half falls open toward the left. Palms are face up. Supine twist. Good, and back toward the center. We'll bring both knees in, give yourself a hug, rock out the spine, using the floor to massage whatever needs to be massaged here. Finding your own version of this. Keep the breath long. Rocking side to side. Good. What was the one we were saying last week that Tara always had you do that felt really good? Something here. Anybody? Anybody remember? Oh, the windshield wiper, right. Yeah. Okay, so let's bring the feet down. Well, it sounded like a few people did. So we'll bring the feet down. Good. And then let the legs fall over to the left. They're bent. Good. And then over to the right. Good. Yeah, this one's good. And to the left. And to the right. One more time to the left. And to the right. And then we'll bring both knees up. And we'll straighten the legs up toward the ceiling. We'll bring the shoulders and head off the ground. We'll reach up toward the toes. Reaching, engaging the core and the back. We'll point the toes. We'll engage the calves, the thighs, the butt, the glutes, the back. Everything's engaged. And then release everything down. Let the legs splay out to the sides. Let the palms go face up. Good. Close your eyes. Relax. Let go. Like you're floating in a pool of salt water. Let the thoughts float by like clouds. Don't get attached to anything. Just spend the next couple minutes right here. Just being. Just absorbing all the wonderful energy that we just created from within, basking in it like you're basking in the sunshine. starting to wiggle the fingers and toes. Coming back to the space. Awesome. Squats, perfect. And bring it back through and up. Ah, how's that feel? Shake it out. Kick out the feet a little bit. And again, bring the feet back to where they were. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, start coming down toward that squat. If you want to get real crazy, bring the arms out to the sides. See how deep you can go without sinking forward. Let the shoulders fall easy and breathe. Excellent. And bring it back through. Good. Shake and kick it out. No shame, no judgment here. Some of us will go farther than others. Some of us have been doing it for a long time. Some of us are just getting started. Everybody's at their own pace. Okay, how do we feel about coming on the floor? Are you guys coming on the floor?
Last time I said yay and then I regretted it.
If you don't want to come to the floor, then that's only one decision. Are you okay coming on the floor? Yeah. Okay, so find a comfortable, wherever's comfortable for you to sit. If you can do some version of cross-legged, awesome. If it's not comfortable, because some people have crazy hips, you're totally welcome to sit this way, whatever works. So just sit up nice and tall, wherever you are. Close your eyes, take a breath. We do a lot of that in this class. Perfect, again. Enjoy the warmth that you just created. Good. On your next inhale, slowly rise the hands up to the ceiling. Grab a hold of the left wrist with the right hand, and then just start leaning over to the left. Keeping the core engaged, so we're not dumping into any part of the body. We're staying nice and long. The idea here isn't so much about how far you can go down as it is about how long you can make yourself. As you reach over, breathe. Long breaths. Keep the sit bones connected. And release, bring it back through. Let's bring the arms down. Take a deep breath. Release. Next inhale, bring the arms back up overhead. Grab a hold of the left hand with the right, or left wrist with the right hand, and then slowly start easing over toward the left. Find some space here. If you want to add a little bit more to it, see if you can look up toward the ceiling. Breathe. Smile.
I can't breathe and smile.
And find a little bit more depth. Be easy and bring it back through. Good. Bring your arms down. Take a breath. As you exhale, put the hands on the knees and start hinging forward a little bit. Don't come all the way down yet. Just see if you can keep that core engaged and the butt engaged enough. So just bring yourself down part way. Using all the muscles here. And then slowly start rising back up. Breathing. Let's clasp the hands together. Reach them up overhead. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, again, start leaning forward ever so gently, finding some openness in the hips, taking the shoulders out of the ears, and then if you want to bring the hands down to the mat, or to the floor, to the mat, and slowly start coming forward to wherever is comfortable for you, keeping a very long spine. Breathing. well. Keep your core engaged. Good. Find some depth in that spine. See if you can feel the oxygen move into your upper back. Just opening it all up. Find some depth with each exhale and more length with each inhale. Good. Find your own space here. Close your eyes. Good. And slowly use your hands to walk your way back up with the core engaged and the spine straight. Breathe. How's that feel? Wonderful. Smile. All right, let's bring the feet out to either side. If it's comfortable, no competition here. We're not trying to go with this or anything. We're just, if you're here, wherever you are. Find that sweet spot where it's like a little, maybe a little tiny bit uncomfortable-ish. So you're giving yourself a little stretch here, but not like uncomfortable. That makes sense. So your knees are up toward the ceiling, your feet are flexed. Take a big deep breath. Sit up nice and tall. Don't dump into the spine. Nice and tall. And as you exhale, start hinging forward again. Be real careful. There's a major hip opener. Drink lots of water after you leave today. Be very easy with yourself. Find your sweet spot. And don't go beyond it. If it feels like a little bit too much, pull back. So try to keep your spine long and straight. And slowly rise back up. So inhale the arms up overhead again. Same thing that we did last time. We're going to grab a hold of the left wrist with the right hand. And then we're just, oh, I'm sorry, I had that wrong. Wait, no, which way? This way. Grab the left wrist with the right hand and slowly start easing your way over to your side.
Which side? Left?
Right side,
Right
sorry.
side.
Yeah, right side. Right. Yep. Everybody else together now. And then back through. Sometimes I get my right and left confused. Switch hands. Grab a hold of the right wrist with the left hand. Lean over to the left. Breathe. Good. And bring it back through again. Bring the hands down. And then slowly start easing your way over toward that right foot. Let the left hand go up and over. Find that beautiful stretch in the side body. Keep those sit bones connected to the floor. Don't let that left hip rise up. If it starts rising up, then you come down a little bit. Nice stretch in the side body. Don't crank the neck. If you can only go to right here, that's totally okay. Perfect. Breathe. Find some depth. Let it release. Good. And bring it back through. And the left arm down to the left, what's this, calf? Bring the right arm up overhead. Start sinking over the other way. Breathe. If it's uncomfortable, back off. Good. Find some depth. Release. You want to get real crazy, look up to the ceiling. And release. Bring it back through. Breathe. Let's bring the feet back in to cross-legged if it's comfortable or wherever is comfortable for you. Take a deep breath. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, bring the left arm to the back of the right thigh. The right arm is going to go behind you, and you're just going to sink into a gentle twist. Don't push too much yet, but find a little bit of a stretch here, looking out over the right shoulder toward the back of the room. Use the hands to pull yourself. Lengthen on the inhale, nice and tall. And then exhale. Let the shoulders stay straight and easy. And release it back through to the center. Go ahead and bring it all the way through. Bring the right arm to the outside of the left thigh. The left arm is going to go behind you. And find a gentle twist on the left side. Looking out over the left shoulder. Find an extra little twist in that neck too. Good. Release, breathe. Good, and bring it back through to center. Take a breath. Release. Alright, let's go ahead and bring the fingertips down to the front of you. And we're slowly just going to kind of start finding a circle in this line here. So again, reaching from the waist, keep the core engaged. And find a circle that works for you. You can start small and maybe work into a bigger circle. Eventually, working your way back, forward, and breathing. Finding whatever depth works for you here. Close the eyes. Good. Switch directions. Bringing the whole body in if you can. Bring the waist forward. And back. Relax, breathe. Okay, so next inhale, take a breath. Good, close the eyes. Feels pretty good, hopefully. How do we feel about rolling on to the back? Everybody good with that? Are we all able to get back up?
The back is open.
Okay.
It's the
That's the
sitting
best
down
part.
across the way.
Okay. All right, so come onto the back, bring your knees up to your chest. Use the floor to massage out that lower back. If it doesn't feel good to bring the knees up to the chest and massage the lower back, then just keep them down. But either way, just use the floor to just rock out that lower back. Any tenseness there, just use the earth to massage it. Good. Awesome. Yes, Bob, I was going to say, if you want to grab a strap, yep, feel free. Okay, now a little more of a hip opener here. So again, especially for the guys, be real careful here because guys tend to not have as open of hips, but we're going to try. So we're going to try to cross the right leg over top of the left leg if you can. If you can only bring it to the ankle, that's totally okay. And then clasp, if you can, clasp the hands behind the thigh, or Bob, if you have a strap, you can put it back behind the thigh.
Okay.
And we're gonna start pulling in. Good, there you go. Pull in on that left leg, pull it toward you, and breathe.
Is your head up or down?
The left leg? What's that?
Is your head up or down?
Your head is down. So let the shoulders and the head relax. Sorry, I just had mine up because I was trying to talk. So let that hip open up. Feet are flexed. Sorry, I'm gonna say
Put your
that.
hands around your other leg.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And be very careful if you've got wonky hips.
I do. I do too.
Feel free to grab a strap or just pull just a little bit. And breathe through it. Release. And again, okay, and let the leg go. Bring both feet down. Stop them out a little bit. Maybe let that right hip fall out to the side if that feels good. Just open that hip up. Alright, and then go ahead and bring your knees back up to your chest. Cross the left leg over in front of the right leg. Feet are flexed. Either hands or strap behind the thigh. Or if you want to really get crazy, behind or in front of the calf. And then just slowly use the breath to start pulling
Yes.
in. Good. Pull in. Nice and easy. Look around, make sure you got it. I don't know if I'm doing it right or not, but just, yeah, you're good. Just be really easy. Breathe, release the shoulders. Easy, there you go. Shoulders down, relax. You don't have to like kill yourself doing this, relax. Good, awesome. Break. Let the shoulders relax. See if you can pull in on that thigh a little bit. Good, you're doing great. Relax your shoulders. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, and let the leg go. Bring the knees up. Roll around on the back a little bit. And then go ahead and open that leg up if you want. Open that hip, let it relax, let it release. Let's go ahead, if it's in your practice, again, sort of a Baddha Konasana on the floor. So let the hips fall out wide, like a butterfly, and just release them. Let them go. If it's comfortable for you, if not, stay with the knees up. Release with the breath. Good. Bring the knees back up. Excuse me. Let the left leg go out straight to the floor. Keep the right leg in toward you. Slowly, we pretty much always do this one. Slowly, we're going to start pushing the right leg over toward the left-hand side of the room. The upper half of the body is going to fall toward the right-hand side of the room. So we're just finding a beautiful twist here, like a washcloth, rinsing ourselves out. You're looking out over the right shoulder. Hands are splayed open wide to your sides.
Butt stays on the floor.
Oh, no, butt comes up. Shoulders stay on the floor though.
Half of that.
So you're kind of unhinging the lower half of the body from the upper half.
Don't take the whole butt of it.
Yes. Yeah. Almost like your upper half and your lower half are sort of separating from each other. If that makes sense. That's a little bit. You're good. You're great. You're good. Breathe. Breathe. The advanced yogis over here are in it. All right, and release it. Bring it back through. Switch legs. So bring the, let's see, right, what did we do last time? Left leg up, right leg down, and then start pushing the lower half of the body over toward the right-hand side of the room. The upper half of the body falls toward the left-hand side of the room. Arms are splayed open. Looking out over the left shoulder, find that beautiful twist. Wring yourself out. This is great for the digestive system, for the spine. Find the length in the spine here and breathe through it. Try to find the relaxation, the release in this, so it's not a tight thing. Let the shoulders fall easy onto the floor. And if it helps to move your legs in a different position, that's totally okay. It's bend or straighten. Good. And release it back through. Bring both knees up. Flex the feet. Point the toes. Flex the feet. Point the toes. Let's move the ankles in a big circle. In the other direction. Shoot them up to the ceiling like there's a string tied to your heels and it's pulling you up to the ceiling. You might feel some creaking in the knees, that's okay. If you can let the hands go slack at your sides, palms face up. Do that push up like something's pulling you up to the ceiling from your feet. Straighten out those legs if you can. Bring them back down. Again, if it's in your practice, bring the legs down, let the legs splay out like a butterfly. Release. We're almost to Savasana. Everyone's favorite pose. Bring the knees back in. Bring the feet back up to the ceiling. See if you can, sort of like we did on the floor, spread the legs, the feet out. Reach in between the legs a little bit. like you're gonna sit up, and then for about 2 seconds, sit up like a sit up. Use those core muscles. Pull yourself toward the other side of the room. Breathe. You're almost there, breathe. And bring the knees back in, let the hands go slack. Bring the legs all the way down, one at a time. Let the hands go palms face up. Close your eyes. Let go. Release, relax. Let the upper part of the body just melt into the lower part of the body. Let everything melt into the floor. If you have any remaining tension or strain, try to just let it go. Everything should be relaxed. The tongue, the mouth, the face, the eyebrows, shoulders, arms, chest, torso, pelvis, the upper thighs, the calves, the feet, each and every toe, every finger, everything is relaxed and releasing and quiet. The thoughts are just floating by like clouds. You're not getting attached to anything. Just enjoy all the energy and warmth we just created. Relax. smart and so youthful and so strong and balanced and flexible. And did I say smart? For taking the time to care for your own body and find movement in it. As humans, we are supposed to be moving around a lot. So you're wonderful for helping yourself to do this. Finding your own path, keeping the eyes closed, slowly make your way up to seated. As everybody's comfortable, keep your eyes closed and find your breath. Remembering that we can always return back to the breath whenever we're feeling stressed or tense. Our reaction a lot of times is to get more tense, when really we should kind of be doing the opposite. So if we just take 1 second, return back to that sweet breath, life force energy, as they call it in yoga. We can instantly calm ourselves down and find peace. So that said, let's keep the eyes closed. Just take a couple of deep breaths. And I'm going to try to remember a bit from a book, because I forgot the book that it was suggested to me. And so you're going to focus on saying to yourself, just as much as I'm saying to you, may you be happy as you go throughout your day and week. May you be healthy. May you know peace. And may you be free of suffering. Take a deep breath. We always do a group hug. Open your eyes a little bit. Hey, stay in peace. Not in pieces. Thank you for coming. Many blessings. Namaste.